Hello and welcome to ZigWheels, and today on this video you're going to be given a real treat, and it'll be a real treat if you like to be teased. Yes, I'm not the one who's going to be doing the teasing, of course. It's going to be him. By him I mean Skoda Kushaq, which is him because the name means king or emperor in Sanskrit, with the root word being Kushaq. Right? This car is teasing us, but we're going to put up with it not because it's your highness, but because, well, there's a lot that we want to know about it, but we don't just yet. This is a car that's very important because it's been made in India, made for India, and we still have to wait a bit more until it is unveiled and launched here in India, which is going to happen in March, and then later on the launch in May and June. But what makes this day truly special is, for the first time, we're getting to drive a prototype. And yes, as you can see with all the camouflage, this is a prototype. So we're getting to go into the car while it is still kind of getting the final touches and give our thoughts and feedback on it to the company before it goes on sale. This has to be the softest car I've ever been near. If I'm going to give advice like make the bonnet harder, I'm clearly not going to be very helpful. But the point is, can I give advice on this? I can't. It's camouflage. I can't see any of the design details. I can't see what it's got underneath.
But Skoda say it is going to look just like the Vision Iron concept from the Expo, which did look a bit small to us. But Skoda could still change things a bit.
Look at the alloy wheels, right? You could say that those are nice, but these are all prototype parts which are likely to be changed, still under development.
Bigger rims, taller tires will hopefully change the stance of the car. And no, we do not know the dimensions either.
I would love to be sitting on the driver's seat and tell you what it's like to drive at the very least, but so tight is the security around this car, I can't even open this door and sit there right now while we talk to you. So, what do we have to tell you? Well, the spectrum of engines and drivetrains that will be on offer on the Kushaq at the lower end is going to be the 1-litre TSI with a 6-speed manual transmission.
There will also be a 6-speed automatic transmission on offer.
And at the other end, the more premium and sophisticated end is the 1.5-litre TSI, which comes with a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. Now, we drove both these engines around Goa briefly, and our impressions out of this were a bit interesting. Now, the 1-litre TSI felt surprisingly smooth and very easy to drive. You could actually pick it up in second gear from practically standstill without any of the typical vibrations of a 3-cylinder engine, and it sounded pretty smooth as well. It came with a 6-speed manual transmission, so if you're looking for something that could be fun, well, this could fit the bill, and that too on a neat budget. We don't know the prices yet, of course, because that's still some time away, but should be interesting. But if you're not worried about the prices and you want, give me what you got, the best of what you got, then that would be the 1.5 TSI with the 7-speed dual clutch. Now, this engine, of course, will give you more punch. It is the engine that gives you a bit more excitement, the one that can put on pace with far less effort, and a lot of that is down to the dual clutch gearbox, which is just incredibly smooth and quick. So if you want to have fun, that definitely will be the one to go for. But if you're looking for something more practical, one all-rounder, then the 1-litre engine is definitely very well suited for that. Well, it's not just the engines that make a difference, it's also the chassis, the suspension. And this has been, of course, very well focused for the Indian markets and needs. And all I can say right now is, I'm looking forward to driving it some more.
The MQB platform has been tuned for Indian needs and conditions, which seems very promising indeed.
It's a car that feels quite easy, neat to drive in these first impressions that we've had over winding roads, on straight roads, and it is capable of dealing with our roads as well. Of course, like I said, a lot of these cars are being tuned still and being developed and fine-tuned. So if it could, a little bit more plushness would be great, and well, a little bit more sportiness is always welcome. But as is, it feels like a comfortable and confident little package.
Skoda will be loading the Kushaq with a fair amount of safety kit. Electronic stability control will be standard, so driving on different road conditions and terrains will be safer and easier. There will also be hill hold control, 6 airbags, auto headlamps and wipers, and a tire pressure monitoring system. This will make the driver's job easier and the passengers safer.
Well, surely you're not going to be driving alone all the time, so it's going to matter how it is for the others on the inside and what it's going to feel like in terms of the premium quotient, right? But I can't show you anything because I've seen nothing. The interior is completely camouflaged and covered up completely, entirely, right? You can't see a thing. And I can't even shoot what we can see, even all those covered up parts. But what I can tell you about is the space, though I can't show it to you again, is that if you have two tall occupants sitting one behind the other, you'll have enough knee room at the back. And there's one very crucial reason for that, and that's the wheelbase. It is 2651 millimeters long. Just numbers I'm throwing at you, right? But keep in mind, that's longer than the Karoq. Yes, which really opens up the room on offer on the inside, and that's why you get all that knee room. So it will make for quite a practical little car to travel around in from that aspect as well. If you're feeling terrible, think about me. I got to drive it, I know so much about it, and I can't share any of it with you, except for what it felt like to drive. And that too, keep in mind, it's still in proto stage, so things are going to change to the final production car, and we will only get to know what that's going to feel like around May, June, whereas what it's going to look like and what it's packing will be known in March. But suffice to say, right now, after spending some time with Your Highness, it is clear that we want to know more and we do want to spend more time with it. The engines, quickly summing it up, the 1 litre, very practical, very sensible engine. The 1.5 is feeling like a more peppy, more exciting engine, and definitely one that you can travel in easily for longer distances for sure. On the inside, practical cabin with space for taller occupants as well. And well, that's about all we can talk about right now. And that, yeah, it's the softest car I've ever seen.